Yep.
So, would you consider yourself more of an extroverted type person, introvert? I'm guessing extrovert. Most people, just from interacting with me on social media, would guess that I'm an extrovert, which I'm absolutely not. I'm the
Yeah.
exact opposite. I hate people. I don't like interacting with people in real life. But I have a
Yep.
switch that I can turn it on, and I do it quite well. But I'm exhausted afterwards. I can do it for my business. I can do it when I have to, but it's not something that I'm comfortable with. What are you, introverted, extroverted, or what?
Yeah, no, I am just like you. I
Really?
cannot, yeah, I can't go into a public space and not feel uncomfortable. We actually just had a bunch of people in from out of town, all of our remote employees, and I was sweating bullets the whole time. It's just uncomfortable.
And then
Um,
afterward, I mean, just miserable. And then when you're finally done, are you just exhausted?
yeah, yeah, we were in the office for 3 days after not being in the office, more than a couple times in the year.
Right.
It was exhausting. I think I passed out on the couch pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, that's the same with me. So, how are you able to do what you do then on social media? Because that's another question people have for me is, well, if you're this introverted person, why are you on social media? Why are you in front of the camera? I'm in front of the camera a lot. I hate it, but I've always told people, for me, gardening isn't simply growing the tomato, growing the green beans, growing asparagus or anything like that. It's fun, it's neat to be able to grow something from your own hands, from the seed to bring it into the kitchen and cooking it. But for
Yep.
me, most of the stuff from gardening is me working on things on myself internally, and that is part of it. Being social, being able to be in front of a camera, being able to interact with other people. And it's something that I really struggle with. Like this here, like tonight, every single podcast, I'm a nervous wreck going into it. Absolute nervous wreck going into every podcast. In the
Yep.
back of my head, I'm always kind of thinking like, well, maybe if they'll cancel, I'll feel better about it. You know what I'm saying? But I have to keep pushing myself because these are all personal things that I have to address head on. How do you do it?
Yeah, no, I legit was hoping you would cancel or something would come up.
Really?
Yeah, we have I don't know how it is in St. Louis, but right now we've got 50-degree or 50-mile-per-hour winds just hailing
Yeah,
outside. It's
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 it's bad outside
miserable
right now.
in
Yeah.
Chicago. So I was kind of hoping, power lines could go down or something, and then I won't have to do this for at least another week or so.
And then we keep putting
But
it off, and then the for me like the anxiety of it, and I hate that feeling because the thing is once I get, and this is also like with my job when I go on photo shoots and stuff. I'm a nervous wreck right before, but once I get there and I start shooting and I start taking command of the scene or whoever I'm shooting with, everything
yep,
is fine. Like right now, I feel pretty comfortable sitting here kind of talking with you, and then when we end this, I'm going to be like, God, that was so much fun. I'm glad we did it. And then I'm gonna be like,
yep,
you know what? I need to do this again. I'm gonna try to book somebody for tomorrow, and then the same cycle will be, I'll book somebody, and then my anxiety will kick in, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this.
yeah, yeah. I don't know if this is one of those things where you have to do it 10,000 hours for you to feel comfortable, but yeah, I just don't. I've never enjoyed public speaking of any kind. So I think to answer your question earlier, that's really one of the reasons why I enjoy being on social media and doing the whole reels on Instagram thing because I don't have to do it in front of somebody.
Right,
Really, the only fear that I have is that my neighbor is going to come outside when I'm doing it, or somebody's going to see me from the street and they're going to be like,
right.
"What is this dude in the gardening hat pulling kids full of in his wagon doing?" That's the only thing I have to worry about.